So we're going to bring our feet all the way together. We're going to turn our toes out like Charlie Chaplin, and we're going to turn our heels out into that alignment. You're going to draw the shoulders up to your ears as you breathe in, and then breathe out and draw those shoulders back and down, making sure the hands are kind of floating away from your sides. We're going to set the center. So we're going to get that low swung abdominal connection, a low swung abdominal contraction, and then just tuck the ribs in slightly as well. Lift the pelvic floor up so it creates really strong front and center, and give your bum cheeks a little squeeze at the back. And all we're going to do is do a gentle rock forward and a gentle rock backwards. And we're going to try to keep the whole body really still, so we're not going to kind of lose ourselves falling backwards or forwards. So again, thinking about the rib cage tuck, setting that center, squeezing the bum cheeks. All right, let's keep on going. Just a couple more, forward and backwards, really easy. Okay, the next time you roll yourself backwards, just lift the toes off the floor. Spread your toes as far apart as they can go. Press the little toes into the floor. Then try and get the fourth, third, second, ball, big toes, crush the big toes into the floor, and then just float the heels up off the floor gently. I'm going to hold that nice and strong. Hold it again, really make sure that center set. Very slowly, low down. Try and be in control of that movement. Low, 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 slow, slow, slow. Roll back, lift the toes, one more. Spread the toes, little toes down first, then roll through each toe before you float back up, set the center at the top. Keep the heels up, let's challenge the balance just a little bit by taking the hands up to shoulder height. Okay, make sure you haven't fallen over. Let's take the hands all the way up to the ceiling again, really challenging through. If you find yourself falling backwards, use the rib cage tuck more. If you find yourself dropping forwards, use your bum cheeks more. That's where your weakness basically lies on this balance. Just shrug one shoulder up to your ear and then draw it down again. Shrug your other shoulder up to your ear and draw it down again. Your heels are still on lifted up in the air, right guys? Keep them a bit controlled, get a bit of endurance through those calves. So just alternating the shoulders shrug up and down, both together now. Breathe in, shrug both arms up, breathe out, pull both shoulders down. Breathing in, breathing out. Now, as the shoulders lower, lower the heels. As the shoulders lift, lift the heels. So we're going to breathe out and breathe in. There's kind of a big full body stretch we're going through the movements just to begin with. Breathing in and breathing out. Again, you don't have to do the breath. You can put your heels directly on the floor and keep them there, but let's try and get a nice full body stretch movement through. Stay at the top of the next one, please, guys. Turn your palms outwards. Circle the arms behind you, stretch back, gently lower the heels to the floor, put the weight on the heels and sink into a knee bend. And then squeeze your bum as you stand up. Breathe out on the way down and breathe in on the way up. Okay, we keep on going. So real simple knee bends to begin with. Keep on going. We want to keep that back lovely and flat, yeah? So we're keeping our mind on our pelvic tilts, keeping it real nice and neutral, squeezing the bum as we come up. Try to get your thighs parallel with the floor if you can. So that's a really nice depth if we can get there. Breathing out on the way down and breathing in on the way up. Stay at the bottom of this one now, guys. Float the heels up off the floor. Stand yourselves up. Be in control of those heels. Lower yourself down. Sinking again. Heels up. If you want to make it harder, take the hands up to the ceiling as those heels lift as well. Circle straight into the next one. So we can do 4 more. You can either keep the hands at shoulder height or lift the heels as you stand up. The hands come all the way to the ceiling. Circle them down. 2 more. Squats, heel raise, stand up with or without the full arm circle. Last one, all the way down. Heels lift, hold. Stay there. Good. Okay. Now stand up. Hold it. Stay there. Squeeze your bum. Set the center. Big arm lift, even if you haven't been doing the arm lift. Extra lift through those heels. Sweet. Now we come down. 2 roll downs, chin to chest. Shoulders roll forward. Sink through the vertebrae one at a time. Hold that at the bottom. Breathe in, breathe out as you come up. Breathe in, pull the shoulders back and lift the head. Breathe out on the second one. So all the way down. 1 vertebra at a time. Breathe in at the bottom. Find a stretch for the back of the legs. Breathe out to stand up. Okay, stay there. So we're going to take that roll down a bit further because we're going to focus on what's happening at our pelvis. Okay, so really focus, make sure you know, forwards tilt, lift the tailbone, backwards tilt, tuck it under. Yeah, so forwards, backwards. Okay, so at the bottom of the roll down, I'm going to ask you to do something. So let's go again, shake it off, relax. Pull the shoulders back, set the center, breathe in, breathe out, roll down. At the bottom of this movement, stay dangled. Forwards tilt of your pelvis. Lift your tailbone to the ceiling. You should feel a big stretch in your hamstrings. And then before you start to stand up, backwards tilt. So now tuck your tailbone under, keep going, squeeze your bum cheeks, now start to peel up. Backwards tilt, backwards tilt, backwards tilt, all the way to the top, all the way, still with the backwards tilted, so you're quite tucked under. Release. One more of those, breathe in. Breathe out on the way down. Try to curve through one vertebrae at a time. At the bottom, lift the tailbone into your forwards tilt, so an extra stretch. And then breathe out, tuck the tailbone under, backwards tilt to stand up. Bum cheek squeeze, shoulders back, head up. Okay, nice. Let's focus a little bit on some kind of brain to arm engagement now. Hands up to shoulder height, palms facing each other. One arm is going to go up, one arm is going to go down. You can do a huge circle with both of those arms, and then scissor again. So it's a big circle, scissor. Big circle, scissor. Some of you are losing it. Okay, big circle, hold. Make sure one arm's up and one arm's down. Straight line scissor. Now I'm going to make it harder, reverse it. Circle, circle again. Okay, scissor. Perfect, circle. Okay, loving your work, guys. Circle, scissor. Good for shoulder blades, good for your brain. Last one. And then finish with the hands in front of you at shoulder height. Hold. Fantastic. Bow and arrow. Pull one elbow back. Look behind you. Look where the elbow's going and reach forward. Other side. Reach it back and forward. Breathe out to pull back. Make sure the hips are still pointing forward. Don't turn the hips as well. Breathe in, reach forward. Breathe out to pull back. Breathe in, reach forward. Breathe out, pull back. One more to the opposite side. Then little upper body rotation. Rest, hands on hips. Take one step forward and the other leg is going to come back. So quite a nice wide stance. Lift the back heel up. That's going to stay up. Don't ever put that back heel down. Hands back up to shoulder height. Bow and arrow again. Alternating arms, different from how we've done it before. So drop the back knee, pull back, find your balance, reach, look ahead. Other side, same knee drops, opposite twist. Lift, two more. Breathe out as you drop and twist. Breathe in to reach forward. Breathe out, drop and twist. Breathe in, reach forward, hands down. Step in, step back, switch over sides. One step forward, big stride back, hold. Lift the back heel. Set the center, hands float. Shoulders back and down. Drop the knee, turn into your bow and arrow. Breathe in, reach forward. Breathe out, drop and turn. Breathe in, reach forward. Two. Last one. Breathing out. Breathing in, hands down, step, step. Very nice. Okay, come back into the middle, relax. Let's think about the legs now. Hands on hips again. Focus on your fingertips, making sure the hips are really level with each other. Rock the weight across onto one foot and just bring the other leg just out in front of you, just literally balanced out in front of you. What we should find is that your hips are staying level. We haven't kind of dropped in, been lazy, or had to really exaggerate the movement. Try to work it now. Have a little play. Think about where my hips are. If you haven't got a mirror, just use your fingertips to help you. Okay, make sure you've got a nice gap between the legs. You've still got hip distance apart. Hands are going to come out in front of you now, help you balance. Straighten that leg out in front of you, just a little toe point. And we're going to do a single leg squat. So we're just gently lower the knee. Now tap that front toe down in front of you if you need to, because I want that bum to come quite low. Keep the knees hip distance apart. shoulders level, and squeeze your bum as you stand up. We're going to do 3 more. So it's really slow on the way down. You're going to hold it so you can pull the shoulders back. Then you're going to squeeze the bum as you come up and do 2 more. Really making sure the belly button's drawn back towards your spine, holding it and making sure you're in control of the movement. Squeeze the bum to get to the top. Come on, guys, get a little bit taller. Very nice. Last one. My toes have been. Last one. Breathing out on the way down, if we can this time. Breathe in, hold. Breathe out slowly up. Breathe in, rest. Okay, nice. Other side. So leg comes out, hands come up, shoulders backing down. Breathe in, breathe out, knees down. Breathe in, hold. Breathe out, lift. Breathe in, hold, set that center. Breathe out, down. Breathe in, hold, check the gap. And lift. Breathe in, hold, set that center. Breathe out, down. Turn that knee out if you need to, if you feel yourself kind of getting a bit knock-kneed. Squeeze the bum as you stand up. Last one. Remember, that toe can stay in contact with the floor if it needs to, because it's all about that movement on that one leg. Rest yourself down. Okay, cool, very nice. Little toy soldiers, just bounce on those toes, get the other arm and the other leg moving with it. Really, really nice. Okay, 3, 2, 1, down. Hip distance apart again. We're going to finish that spinal warm-up. Interlace the fingers, turn the palms to the floor. Drop the chin down to the chest, roll the shoulders forward, and reach those shoulder blades forward. Okay, look at the hands as the hands get to the shoulder height. Continue looking at the hands as you breathe in, reaching above your head, looking up, and breathe out to circle down. Breathe in, interlace the fingers, look at the floor. Breathe out, hands to shoulder height. Breathe in, squeeze your bum as you breathe in, lifting the chest to the ceiling. Breathe out, roll down. 2 more. So it's breath in, look down. Breathe out, stretch forward, nice. Breathe in, lift the breastbone up to the ceiling. Breathe out, circle. 1 more. Breathe in, look down, roll the shoulders forward. Breathe out, reach, reach, reach forward. Breathe in, lift, squeeze your bum cheeks, protect your lower back. Breathe out, rest down. Okay, left shoulder roll, left side lean, stroke down the outside of the leg, swing to the middle, hold, breathe in, breathe out, roll up. Nice. Okay, other shoulder roll. Down we go. Reach forward, swing to the middle, hold, breath in, breathe out, lift up. Shoulders, and lift, and back. Okay, good. We're going to go to the floor now. So, okay, shoulders roll back and down, lovely and tall. Roll down to a 4-point kneel. We're going to do some work on our backs to begin with today. Walk your hands forward, turn yourselves onto your bottom. And we're going to lay ourselves back down. We're going to have a little block on our heads to begin with. So at week 1, we did our hip twist exercises. We're going to continue doing them today. I've realised I'm absolutely wearing the wrong top, so you're all going to have to deal with what's going to ensue underneath. Okay, hip twist. So we all did hip twist at the beginning. We're all going to do hip twist again and see how we get on. Let's get our feet to hip distance apart. So feet together. Turn the toes out, turn the heels out, get that alignment. Bring your hands onto hips. Roll the pelvis backwards, roll the pelvis forwards. So again, we're warming up the lower back. We're also just teaching it, where am I supposed to be in space? Yeah, if you've got a sore back day, anything, this is going to change. Let's make sure you are in control of your neutral position. Find the halfway point-ish between the forward tilt and the backwards tilt. Make sure you've got a little gap, a little deep, like not too much pressure on the lower back into the floor. Think of the rib cage. Just soften the rib cage down to the floor. So that little bra strap or heart rate monitor area pressed down. Shoulders come nice and wide, and let's reach those fingertips down towards your toes. For hip twist level 1, press your left heel into the floor and let the right knee gently and slowly roll out to the side. Gently bring that right knee back in again, and now press the weight onto your right heel. Let the left knee gently roll out to the side, and again, gently come in again. Keep on going with that. So not only are we doing that little drop turn out, hip twist level 1, but we're pressing the opposite heel down to make that glute work a little bit harder. So we're keeping the center set, keeping the rib cage, just a little bit of a pressure towards the floor. Now look at the knee that isn't moving and keep it still. So if as you're doing it and you're looking at that knee, it's waving all over the place, you've got to work harder in your core. You've got to press the rib cage maybe down a little harder, maybe press a little bit harder into the heel to really connect that whole body chain, yeah? So core is everything working in synergy. All right, last one to the opposite side. We didn't start on hold. That's our level 1. We're going to go up to level 3. So bring one leg up to a single leg tabletop. Drop the toes so you're in a nice parallel, nice square leg. Just this knee and the foot. Roll it out to the side. Roll it in. Hold. Look at the other knee. Is it still in that beautiful straight line? Again, turn the knee out, looking at that knee, bringing it in. Okay, keep on going now, guys. Breathing out, let the knee roll away. Breathing in, let the knee roll in. Keep on going. But you're going to do 2 things. You're going to look at the knee and feel what's going on in your arms and shoulders. So if you're doing this movement now, as the knee rolls away, are you having to put loads of pressure through your arm, your elbow, your shoulder? Because of course, if you are, what actually is doing this work? It's not your torso, it's not your tummy, it's actually your arms. So let's really focus on that torso, stopping our twist. Last one, breathing out and breathing in. Drop that leg down, bringing it up. Breathe in, set a center, breathe out to open. Breathe in to close. Very nice, keep on going. Breathing out to open, breathe in to close. And again, it's just keep on going, nice and simple. It's got to be really smooth, no jerky movements, but we're looking for the control. We're looking to make your abs not let you twist. And in not making you twist, it's those oblique muscles that are working quite hard. So again, 2 more, breathing out and breathing in. Are the arms nice and relaxed? Breathing out, breathing in, and rest down. So just by doing that, maybe a little bit of tiredness in the hips. You want that tiredness happening in your tummy, okay? So again, if the ribs are poking up like mine are now, work to press them down, okay? Really get that shorten that distance between your ribs and your pubic bone. I'm going to make this up to level 4 now, so everyone crack in with me. Let one leg come up gently, single leg tabletop. Extra pressure of the ribs down into the floor. When that second leg comes up, no torso movement, no kind of twitching around in the head and the shoulders. Arms down by our side. Pull the collarbones back if they aren't already. Alternate legs, one leg gently out to the side, gently coming in again. And we're still looking at the static knee. So alternate sides, but focus your attention on what's happening at my static knee. So we really want that leg to be absolutely still. The misinterpretation here is it's the moving leg that's working hard. No, it's the static side. We're really controlling. Beautiful stability in the hip. Lots of you guys in here do rotation sports with a leg change direction. Perfect thing to stop your back twinging and your glutes kind of kicking in too hard on this. Let's get everything working. Alternating sides. 1 more to each side. Keep those toes down. Don't toes creep up. Better. Last one. Breathing out to let the knee come all out. Breathing in and knee hug. Okay, drop the heels and just nice and easy twisting in and out. Again, so not too hard, but lots of work to control that. Circle the knees in and out. 1 and 2. Fantastic. Okay, then 1 leg down at a time. Okay, so we're going to do our ab prep again, building up to our hundreds. So if you've got a pillow behind your head, let's take that away now and swap that with an interlaced fingers behind your head. So we're interlacing the fingers behind our head, elbows lifted up into our peripheral vision. Drop the shoulders away from the ears and make the back of the neck really, really long. So our ab prep movement, really simple. Bring the chin into the chest using the hands. Glide the ribs down towards the pubic bone, so we're shortening this front panel down, and then just breathing in to let it release again. As you lift and lower, let's have a focus on the lower back. Have you kept that small gap underneath your lower back? If you roll up and you crush that lower back into the floor, again, we're not using the appropriate muscles. You are obviously doing a little ab workout, but it's only a small portion of your abs. We want the whole waist to get involved. So breathe out on the lift, breathe in on the lower, and don't squash the lower back into the floor. We'll do 2 more. 1, nice and release, down, and chill out, arms down by your side. So a little bit of burn, maybe under the rib cage, is perfect here. We're going to go into hundreds next. So that ab prep is preparation for this exercise. We'll start off with the breath, and then we'll build up all the way to level 6. Arms long, start to pulse them. Okay, so it's an iconic Pilates exercise is the hundreds. So widen the collarbone, start to pulse the arms. So you really, it's a gentle tap. You're creating kind of ripples in a little puddle. Don't splash around though. What we're going to do is you're going to breathe in through maybe 2 or 3 pulses, and then breathe out for 2 or 3 pulses. That's it. Simple as level 1. Breathing in, 2, 3, and breathing out, 2. In, 2, 3, out, 2, 3. As you breathe out, squash the ribs down. As you breathe in, release them. As you breathe out, crush the ribs down. As you breathe in, release them. So keep on going with that. So we're just starting off, getting our tummy working. All right, on the breath out, that's the hard bit. I want the abs to work. Okay, so that's our kind of main focus here. Rest your arms. Rest your arms. Let's start plowing through the levels now. I will keep on going up, up, up. You are going to stop when your lower back starts to kind of crush and drop into the floor, so you're kind of rolling into the backwards tilt. When that happens, go back a level. Okay, that's what our aim is. So you're your own instructor. Don't lose that beautiful neutral pelvis. Start the pulses. Here's level 1. Take one leg up to single leg tabletop. Good, that's level 2. As you breathe out and the rib cage presses, bring the second leg up. Hundreds level 3. If you're going to stay at hundreds level 3, can you please touch your knees and ankles together? If you are going to go up to level 4, chin to the chest, roll up, pulse, pulse, pulse. If you know your neck needs support here, you can do a single arm pulse at level 4, that's fine. If we're going to go up to level 5, take one leg in the air. Now just check, has the lower back dropped into the floor? Because if you've got tight hamstrings, you know, it's really going to be a struggle to do this. Okay, switch the arms over, and then level 5, both legs up, legs and ankles touching, yeah? Here's our level 5, keep on going. So we're going to breathe in for 2 or 3 pulses, and then breathe out for 2 or 3 pulses. Quite big breath, let's really make them quite exaggerated. Because if you can get that exaggerated exhale especially, you're really going to get your abs kicking in hard. Now tense those thighs. If you are in level 5, you're going to breathe in and breathe out 2 more times, whatever level you're doing, and then hug the knees into the chest. Okay, just stay there for a second. Nothing in the lower back, minimal tension in the neck. Remember, use the other hand if you need to, that's fine. But key thing, nothing in the lower back, lots in your abs. I'm going to let you go up to level 6 on the next one, okay? And again, only if you're very confident in knowing where your lower back is in space. If you're still not sure, don't do it, and we can have a chat about it after class, that's fine. So, legs back to the floor. We'll always start off kind of really kind of textbook. Start the arm pulses, level 1. Breathing in through 2 or 3, and then breathing out through 2 or 3. Single leg tabletop. After you have the next breath out, get the second leg up. Curl into your ab prep if you want to, Let's get one leg in the air. Check our lower back status. Get the second leg in the air. Bring the knees and ankles touching. Let's go. Breathing in, breathing out. 6 breaths. So your hands behind your head, 3, and then switch over. Breathing in, 2, 3. Breathing out, 2, 3. Switch the arms over on that 3rd breath. 3 more inhale, exhales to go, guys. Draw that belly button towards your spine. Squash the ribs into the floor. Lift your pelvic floor. Last breath. Now hold that position. We're going to do 4 more breaths. Lower the legs down halfway. Level 6. Let's go. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Remember, we've got the support behind the head if you need it. What's the lower back doing? Make sure there's no arch. Last breath in, breath out. Knee hug. Woo! Okay, good. That should really burn your abs. Definitely burn out mine anyway. Leg, leg, arm, arm. Let's get a little pencil stretch on the go. Really open up through the chest. Open up through the arms. Now relax in that position. Whew. Okay, get the ball or cushion or block if you've got one. Slide your feet back. Okay, so we're going to go to our shoulder bridge next. Again, revisiting week 1. We did level 1 and level 2. Let's try and push ourselves a little bit further. So ball in between the knees. Okay, so we're just keeping that ball, whatever it is, hip distance apart. Let's have a think. Are they in line? Yeah, are they supported nice and straight? Arms long, both sides. Level 1, backwards tilt, forwards tilt. Backwards tilt, forwards tilt. That's the game. Okay, backwards tilt, hold. Press the lower back into the floor. So you're exaggerating that back in now. Squeeze both your bum cheeks. You should have felt your back start to lift up a little bit. Perfect. Now let's start to peel up through one vertebrae at a time. Stop when you feel the ribs start to lift by themselves, and then we'll reverse it. So dropping down one vertebrae at a time, pressing the lower back into the floor, releasing your bum cheek squeeze, and then rolling your pelvis back to neutral. That's simple, level 1. Okay, straight into level 2, guys. Backwards tilt, bum cheek squeeze, peel up. Alrighty, keeping that beautiful length through the torso. Use the arms to help you. Stretch one leg away. Keep everything in line. Put the foot down. Keep the hips level. Stretch the other leg away. Again, nice and level. Put the foot down. Roll back down to the floor. One vertebrae at a time only. And only squeeze, release the bum cheek squeeze at the bottom. So level 2, if you want to stay there, is one leg on each side, down in between. Level 3, we're going to do 10 leg extensions in one shoulder bridge. So let's go together. Breathing in, set the center. Breathe out, roll, lift up to the top. Breathe in, hold. Breathe out, stretch the leg. Breathe in, put it down again. Breathe out, stretch the other leg. Put it down again. So let's keep on alternating sides. If you are going for a level 3, keep the hips lifted. Now put your fingertips onto your hip bones if you need to. Feel where that level is. We don't want that hip drop. Keep the ribs soft. You should be doing probably 8 or 9 now. Maybe go for one more on the side you didn't start on. Repetition 10, and then all the way down to the floor. Okay, all away if you want to tackle level 4. So remember, you've got level 1, level 2, and level 3 as options. Most of you in here should be fine with level 4. If you've got sore knees today, stay at level 3. Okay, long arms, collarbones back. Let's go together. So we shoulder bridge up, same as before. This time at level 4, you take the leg all the way in the air. Flex the ankle when it's up in the air. Lower the leg down so your thighs are in line. Point your toe, lift it up to the ceiling again. Flex the ankle, lower the thigh. Point the toe, lift the leg. Flex and lower, point and lift. One more, flex and lower, point, lift, and just put that foot back down. Now just quickly check your hips are still level. We're going to go straight to the other side. Pointy toe, stretch it up. Flex the ankle as you lower the leg. Point the toe as you lift. 3, pointy toe, flex. 2, with a breath, breathing out or in, and foot down. Check, hips are level, your bum cheek is still squeezed. Good. Let's reverse all the way down to the floor. And rest knees into your chest one more time. So again, if you're on level 2, 3, or 4, we'll move on from there. Okay, rolling onto our side now. Rolling onto our side. Okay, we're going to get the loop band involved now. Loop bands involved, so tuck it around your feet, wiggle it up to just above your knee. Very tangled. If you don't have a loop band, it doesn't matter. You can still do all the exercises that we're doing today. So again, week 1, we did side kick level 1 and level 2 without a band. Today, we're going to bring ourselves up to level 4 with a band, if you've got it. So we're starting off bent knee. I'll still show you level 1. If you want to stick there, that's absolutely fine. Hand on hip. Reach that top hip down and away. Create that space underneath your waist, yeah? Top shoulder, put it down and away. Float your knee and your foot up to about hip height. So level 1, side kick. Bring the thigh forward. Keep the knee bent to 90. Take the thigh back. Keep the knee bent to 90. And that's our movement. A nice solid sweep through the thigh, keeping the foot and the knee at hip height. Getting that band, just providing some resistance. Rest there. So just 4 at level 1. Most of you are going to now do level 2. Stretch that leg away. Oh, that exercise falls in my way. Stretching it forward. Fantastic. Okay, long leg, hip height, and pointy toe forward. Flex the ankle at the end, and then bring that leg back into that beautiful straight line with the rest of the body. Okay, pointy toe forward, flexy foot back. Point, and draw it back. Point, and draw it back. Nice one. Okay, so nice, easy. 4 at level 2. Rest. Hand in front now, please. Straighten out your underleg as well. So now we've taken away some of that stability. Your abs have got to work harder. So quick check. What are your ribs doing right now? So just stroke up from your pubic bone. If you feel your ribs kind of sticking out separately, you've got to work them harder. So tuck them in. So you want to create kind of from your breastbone down, flat. If the ribs start to poke forward, you've lost that nice tummy contraction. So really work. You might have put your kind of crunched in a little bit. That's absolutely fine for this exercise, okay? Not a problem. Hand in front to stabilize you. Lift that top leg up to hip height again. Same movement. Pointy toe forward, flexy toe back. Okay, keep that. Pointy toe forward, flexy toe back. Keep the hand in front of you, but don't put all the pressure on it. Make the abs do the work. Do the balance, 4 of those, and rest. In fact, you know, I'm feeling a bit strong today. Let's push up a little bit further. Hand in front, push up. Bring the elbow underneath and just away from the shoulder. So you've got a little bit of an angle, and turn your palm out to kind of the corner of your mat. We're going to lift the ribs up. Okay, really, really lift the ribs up. We're going to skip up a level. Hand in front. We're going to take that top leg up now. As that top leg lifts, you may find you sink into the rib cage. So let's exaggerate the rib lift. You'll probably feel a hell of a lot of work in the hip before you've even moved. So without swinging in that torso, float that front foot forward, flex the ankle as you bring the leg back. So pointy toe forward, flex the ankle back. Now keep on going with that. We don't want loading up of the shoulder, and we don't want loads of pressure on your fingers. I want that rib lift, keep on going, to do the stabilization here. Now remember, at any time, you just drop down. It's not a problem, but if you can, let's keep that lift. Really, really, really working your oblique muscles on this one. So nice and simple. Breath and in and out if you want to. We can do a full round here. So if you're doing level 1, keep going. Level 2, keep going. Level 3, or if you've popped yourself all the way up here with me, so level 5. Let's bring it forward and flex it back. One more, chest lift if you're here with me, and rest all the way down. Nice. Bring the block or cushion back under your head. Let that neck really, really, really rest off. Take the top leg up to hip height. With that band again, we're just going to draw really smooth 8 circles forward, real gentle. Okay, look down the body as you're circling. I want the foot to disappear as you circle backwards. Okay, so you don't want to start circling just in front of you. I want that butt behind to work. So make sure that circle kind of comes behind you as well. Yeah, I've probably got one more to do on my finger count. Let's reverse the circle. 8, 7. Butt should be burning right about now. 6, 5. Mine is 4, 3, 2, 1, and oh my giddy aunt, that hurt. Okay, roll onto our backs. Okay, we're going to have to take the band off real quick. So I think we deserve a little glute stretch. So whichever leg was on top, fold it over the bottom one. And initially, just let it rest there for a second, because even that kind of open, externally rotated hip position, just nice and easy rest into that hip joint. You want to take that stretch, hands on the knee and ankle, and then just gently draw yourself in. Remember the little tweaks and twists. However you feel the best stretch, yeah, hold it. Just hold it for a few seconds, not a problem. Breathing in, breathing out. One more slow breath. Relax the shoulders, relax your mouth, and in. Fantastic. Turn onto your side one more time so we can lift yourselves up. Spin the legs around if that's how your mat is obviously set up. Let's get the band back around the knees. And we'll go back into side kick level 1, 2, 3, and then jump up level. All right, fantastic, guys. All right, let's do it. Underarm stretch. Grab a drink if you need to. A couple of you in here should be drinking more. Make sure you have a drink. Okay, bent knees, hands on hip. Reach that top hip down and away. Think about the ribs, yes? Tuck them in. Create that smooth abdominal area. Top shoulder away from the ear. Float that top knee ankle up. Hold. Get that space. Yeah, make sure you're fine. Set the center as you breathe. And bring that thigh forward. And then take that thigh backwards. So we're keeping the knee bent to 90. Squeeze the bum cheek as you bring that leg behind you. 3. And then the last one at level 1 is level number 4. Straighten that top leg out. No rest now. Point the toe forward. Flex the ankle as you drive the leg backwards. So this is level 2, side kick. All for the waist, all for the glutes, yeah? Again, any side-stepping motions. Again, lots of rotation, team sports in the room today. Great for that rotation and actually supports the knee a lot as well. That's our level 2. Bring the hand in front if it isn't already. Straighten out that bottom leg. Take that top leg up again. So level 3, shoulder back and down. Set the center. Check the ribs again if you need to. And then sweep the leg forward. Drive that leg back. 3, 2, keep the leg at hip height. 1, and back and down. Okay. Most of you, I know you lot want to be popping up as hard as we can. So elbow up, but not directly underneath the shoulder. And then turn your hand so it's facing the corner of your mat. Hands in front for support, but you're lifting up out of that rib. So you're taking your rib cage as high as you can off the floor. Let's get this top leg longer. So you're going to actually reach that top leg down. So as you look down, make sure your top leg looks longer than your bottom leg. Yeah, that means you've got a good pelvic position. Set that center, hand in front, top leg lifts. Check you didn't drop the ribs because that leg just came up. And let's go for 8. Flex the ankle on the way back. 7. So whatever level you're doing, we're doing 8 last time, okay, yeah? 3, 4. So as you do this big leg movement, we're not swinging and swaying in the chest. That's our aim, basically, yeah? Really easy to kind of roll backwards and forwards as you move. You're not allowed to. Last one, huge stretch. Drop that leg down. Again, we should really start to put a little bit of work in there. Rest, block or cushion, whatever it is underneath that neck again. Let that neck really, really, really rest off. Float that top leg up to hip height. Take the hand away from a bit more balance, but you know what, it's all about the hip today. 8 circles forward, 7. Now from here, some of those legs probably maybe drawing some more 50 pence pieces, yeah? Maybe drawing some triangles actually, but that not circular. Slow it down, smooth out that movement, make it as properly circular as you can. Reverse the circle, reverse it, good, okay, good. Looking down the body again, the foot's got to disappear behind you for half of that circle. Again, we don't want to overuse our hip flexors. I want your butt to work hard. So circle behind you for the last 2 and 1. Fantastic. And then drop and rest. Roll yourself gently onto your back. Okay, let's take that band away. And just fold the other leg over. Fantastic. So again, we get a nice stretch. Don't even pull the leg in just yet. Imagine that knee of the leg that you're stretching is really heavy and it's almost dropping that leg into the hip joint. And that should give you a bit of a little posterior stretch as it is before you've even stretched. Okay, let's take it further. So pull yourself all the way back. Drop it across. Pull, 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 and hold. 2 breaths, gently in and out. Oh, let everything rest, especially on that second one. Time has flown today, but I'm telling you, we're fitting in everything I wanted to do. So, roll yourself back onto your front. We're going to go 4-point kneel. So the aim to begin with, guys, is to do a little balance and a little mobility here. Okay, so we're on a 4-point kneel. The easiest level that you want to do here is a cat stretch. So I'll just quickly run through that. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Look between your knees. You shouldn't be able to see your feet. Everything's in a beautiful straight line. Alrighty. Tuck your tailbone under, backwards tilt. Lift your breastbone up to the ceiling and drop the chin in between the chest. That's your beautiful curved back cat stretch. Unfold it, but just to flat. Okay, so shoulders away from the ears, long back of the neck, and a flat back. We don't want to go all the way through to that dropped spine. Curve it, lift the breastbone, drop the chin, breathe in, reverse it, to flat as you breathe out. That's your easy level. Most of you are going to come in with me for the harder part. So as you curve up this time, bring your knee up towards your nose, and as you flatten the back out, stretch that straight leg behind you, not high, just straight. Curve the back, drop the chin, knee to nose, stretch it out behind you as you breathe in, shoulders away from ears. Okay, 2 more. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Put the knee down, switch over. Curve the back, tuck the other knee in, stretch long behind you. Breathe in, shoulders up to ears. Breathe out, shoulders away from ears. Breathe in, knees right in. Breathe out, tense your thigh. Last one, number 4. Stretch, put the knee down. Okay, level 2. Let's make it a bit harder. Okay, the arm's going to come off as well now. So, as you curl and bring one knee in, the opposite arm is going to come up like a sprinter arm. So hands to ribs, elbow high. And then as you straighten the back, you straighten the arm and the leg. So long arm, long leg, straight back. Curve the spine. Lift the elbow, knee to nose, straighten it out. Hold for the breath in. Move on the breath out. Hold for the breath in. Move for the breath out. Hold for the breath in. 2 more. So we're going to move through the breath. Makes it a little bit harder. but hold the balance as you breathe in. Because of course, holding that is slightly wobbly. And you want to use those abs to really lengthen. Long arm, long leg, hand down, foot down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Curve opposite elbow to the ceiling, opposite knee in, and breath. Hold. Okay, let's really exaggerate the head rhythm now. Chin in, long neck. Chin to chest, chin to the ceiling. Don't look forward though. You're still only looking in between those little fingers. We're going to keep a nice safe neck. Last one, breath in, hold. Breath out, lengthen, lower, and rest. Well done, guys, beautiful. Stretch, stretch, stretch down. Wiggle those shoulders down towards the floor. Reach those fingertips forward. And then rest. Like truly rest there, guys. Don't look at me, don't look at the camera. Just flopping. Okay, in that lovely shell stretch, child pose stretch, let the head drop, let the shoulders melt to the floor, let your belly button rest down to the floor, hips open, take the knees a bit wider, take the feet a bit wider, drop down a little bit more. We still haven't finished our exercise. I'm not moving into the cool down, I'm not letting you just yet, but one more thing to do. Real stability for that torso. Gently come up to 4-point kneel again. Okay, so we're going to a full plank position, all right? So we're going to take our hands out in front of us, just in front of those shoulders, not too far. We're going to straighten one leg out behind us, really get as much of the ball of the foot on that side as you can into the floor, and then get that second leg out as well. So we're in a full plank or a press-up position, okay? So we're going to do a couple of movements here. So our starting point is take the feet a bit wider than you normally would. We're going to just push the weight across onto one side and then just tap the other shoulder. Hand down to the floor, shift the weight across the other side and then tap that shoulder. So what we're going to do is we're going to alternate lifting and dropping of that shoulder. Your aim in your front rooms, in your kitchens, in your studios is to stop having to shift yourself side to side. So we're going to lock in the work through that torso. Keep on going. And the way you can do that is you're going to tuck the ribs in and you can do a backwards tilt of the pelvis. So let's really tuck that tailbone under. Think about the ab prep movement of the ribs. Yeah, you tuck the rib cage down towards your pubic bone. Let's go for a few more of those. Breathing normally, whatever level's right for you. So we're limiting that shift. There'll be some, but you're limiting it. 2 and 1. That is hard work. Knees down, rest the toe, ease off. Well done, guys. If you do those shoulder taps in the future, you can always just do it on the knees, just a little bit easy there, I think. I think we deserve a little stretch off, don't you? Okay, fantastic. Let's roll ourselves up. Okay, hip flexor first, so just bring one foot in front of the other. Thinking about our pelvic tilt, tuck your tailbone under, lean that pubic bone forward slightly. You should feel that quite high stretch into that hip flexor. If it increases the stretch, the leg that's down, float that same arm up and just give yourself a stretch over. But again, only if it makes the stretch here. If it doesn't, then just don't put that in there. Lean it back slightly, again, only if it makes that stretch harder, yeah, more intense. Rest down. Okay, good. This leg in front of you, if you've got something to stabilise, you fine. If not, hands to the floor. Just wander that foot forward. Come up again, because we're tilting. Hands on hips. It's a forwards tilt of the pelvis. So tailbone up to the ceiling. You should get that hamstring stretch. You don't have to be dropping down to the floor, because that's bending my back, that's not my hamstring. So think forwards tilt, huge stretch dominance with that tilt. Breathe in, breathe out one more time. Up, wicked. The legs over, hands to the floor if you need that stability. Proposal pose, okay? Couple of scared gentlemen in the room for the proposal pose. Hands on hips, backwards tilt. Lean yourself forward, float the hand up and over if it gives you more stretch, but don't worry about it if it doesn't give you more. Breathe in, breathe out. Push the hip bone forward, lean back slightly. Again, if it gives you more. Ease off either way. Walk that foot forward, with or without your hands on the floor. If you need to have your foot flex slightly, it's fine, okay? Just don't actively flex at the ankle, it's not good for you. Hands on hips, forwards tilt, and a little lean to give you something if you need to, but get the hamstring stretch with the forwards tilt, that lifting up of the tailbone. You're almost arching your lower back on that one. Breathing in, 2 more times, breathing out. A little bit further into it on the next breath out. Hold. Brilliant. And then up into that high kneel. Tuck the tailbone under. Okay, tuck toes. Sit back on the heels. Stretch out your toes very quickly. No pressure to really put the weight back. Obviously, the further back you go, the more weight's going to go through your toes. Don't forget those toes. Hands in front again. Sit back. Relax those shoulders and push the heels into the floor. So left heel, just push the weight across the left side a little bit. Imagine you're pressing that right heel to the floor. That should get you a nice kind of Achilles stretch. It's a little lower than a standard calf stretch. Drop the weight across to the right side now, same drill. Try to push the right heel down. So it won't look markedly different, but you'll feel that quite intense stretch. One side and then the other. Equal that weight up now. Slide the hands backwards to either side of those feet. Drop the chin through the chest and lift your bottom up to the ceiling. Let's fold forward. Hold on to the back of your calves now, guys. And we're going to use those arms to help pull you forward. Soften the knees slightly, so a little knee bend. Let's try to get your thigh to your chest to your thighs. Bend the knees a bit more if you need to get your chest down to your thighs. Either way, rest when you're there. Now straighten the knees a little bit and then bend the knees a little bit. Straighten and bend. 3. Normal breaths. If you feel dizzy, stand up. 2. 1. Straighten the knees, rest the arms, hold it there for a breath. And then gently, slowly curve yourself up. Pull the shoulders back, find a point in front of you, stay looking at that point until you get your balance and your dizziness back. Have a drink if you need to. And then come back into the middle for our cool down. Fantastic, okay. Let's get our feet back to hip distance apart. Just do 2 shoulder rolls. Nice and easy, 1, 2. 2 full arm circles, nice and easy. Yep, stretching up, turning the palms when you get to the top. Beautiful. Bend the knees slightly, side stretch, reach and look up into that mermaid stretch. Breathe in, reach the arms to the ceiling. Breathe out, stand up, nice and easy. Bend the knees, side stretch, stroke up, look as you stretch the ceiling. Breathe in, reach, and breathe out, stand up. Upper body roll, just like at the beginning of the class. Interlace the fingers, palms down. Roll. Stretch forward. Look forward when they get to shoulder height. Breathe in, squeeze the bum cheeks to protect you. Rest those hands down. 1 more. Interlace the fingers, drop down, reach forward. Breathe in, hold the stretch forward now. Breathe out, look at the ceiling. Breathe in, hold it there again. Breathe out, circle the arms down. Okay, nice and floppy. Done 2 things quite a lot on the neck today, so let's cool that down too. Just turn and look over one shoulder, and then turn and look over the other. Go back to the original shoulder and stay there. Now the opposite shoulder, reach it back. Breathe in, hold. Breathe out, turn the head, relax the shoulder. Breathe in, pull the opposite shoulder back. Breathe out, turn, 2 more. Breathe in, shoulder back. Breathe out, turn. Breathe out, shoulder back. Breathe out, turn, slightly different. Breathe in, reach the hand down to the floor as you turn the head. Breathe in, turn the head. So breathe out, turn. Breathe in, reach down to the floor. 2 more. So turning the head, reaching the arm. Look, everything, all the way from the shoulder to the hand. Turn, last one. Breathe in. back to the middle, and drop the chin down to the chest. Look left, look right, look to the floor, curl up. One vertebrae at a time. Breathe in, shoulder roll. Breathe out. Reverse the shoulder roll. Forward. Nice. One more, and I'm going to take you into another roll down. Down. Shoulders forward, chin follows, all the way to the floor. Loads of work on the back today, so let's really make sure it's comfy. Breathe in at the bottom. Breathe out to roll up. Corkscrew to finish. Float the hands wide behind you. Interlace the fingers and rest. Elbows in, elbows out. Breathe in. 2 more. Breathe in, breathe out. Rest the elbows and shrug the shoulders. Release the shoulders. Breathe in, shrug. Breathe out, reach. 2, 1. Reach up to the ceiling, turn the palms, drop the shoulder blades into those back pockets. Squeeze your bum cheeks, soften the rib cage, and circle the arms behind you. Nice and equal, slow. Make sure it feels the same, left side to right side. Rest the arms completely. Press those feet into the floor. Lift the pubic bone up, pelvic floor up. Imagine you're drawing everything this pelvic got up towards your belly button. Get taller. Imagine you've got someone pulling you up, 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 up to the ceiling. I'm behind you. I've got your ponytail, whatever it is you're wearing right now, reaching up to the ceiling. Your chin comes in to that quarter chin, almost a double chin. It's pretty ugly, that's for sure, but beautiful lengthening through the back of that neck. Hold. Pelvic floor. Rib cage soft. Beautiful neck. Press into the floor. Find that energy, feet to head. And slow breath out. Alrighty. Hope you got jelly legs just like mine. And